Wrestling presents Slammiversary.
Alright, what's up, you hardcore motherfuckers? Welcome to your Slammiversary review. I'm gonna tell you right now, I am really tired and sleepy, and I've been recording a lot the past week that I didn't even give my guitar attention, even canceled guitar lessons, but whatever, let's go through this review real quick. It probably will be a really short review, or it could be a long one, I don't know. But I'm just gonna go only through the matches, okay? I'm not gonna do none of the backstage segment that happened or promos or whatever, just strictly the matches, okay? And how I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna call only the moves that I liked, okay? I'm not gonna call all the moves that happened during the match, like a arm drag or jabs or whatever have you. Just strictly the moves that I liked, okay? And after that, I'm gonna give you my thought if the match was good or not, okay? So let's run through this real motherfucking quick. The first match, Eddie Edwards versus DJC versus Andrew Everett and Trevor Lee. X Division match. Of course, we know our X Division guys. They do some high flying shit and all of that. But I do want to say this though. When they were showing the highlights of the X Division, you had Josh Matthews saying that you only see this type of stuff in the X Division. Now what I have to say to that is, Josh Matthews, please go watch some independent wrestling, because this sort of stuff doesn't only happen in the X Division, okay? So please go do your homework, please. And I'm not even bashing the X Division, it's just that some of the stuff Josh Matthews says on commentary just makes me want to pull my hair off. You know, it's like, shut up, dude. You know, sometimes he says some really stupid shit, you know, but whatever, he does his job. He's a good commentator, though, I will give him that, but it's just sometimes he says some really stupid shit. You know, it's just like I want to tell him to shut the fuck up. But whatever, don't take it serious or anything, I just want to point that out, okay? But yeah, first match, X Division match, which was an incredible match. This was such a good match, which we should have expected. Of course, the whole guy was Andrew Everett. I told y'all this guy is like top notch, okay? But I like Andrew Everett, his corkscrew. You know, the first one he did onto the guys there was really fucking nice. Holy shit. These guys got fucking balls, man. Guys like Ricochet, Trevor Lee, Andrew Everett, and all the other guys, you name them, that do high flying shit. These guys have fucking guts. I like the running shooting star press he did on DJC. I like Eddie, his drop kick on both Trevor Lee and Andrew. I like the little intermission DJC and Trevor Lee had. Like when they were running at each other, they did something, they spun in a way. I don't know what that move is called. I don't think it's even a move, but they don't have a name for it. I never heard any commentator mention what it's called or whatever, so I just call it intermission. It's like, you know, when they were running towards each other, so they like made this. That was nice, that was awesome. You actually see that happen a lot on independent wrestling. I like Trevor Lee, his double foot stomp onto DJC. That was really nice. It was really stiff. I like Andrew, his springboard Hurricane Rana. I like DJC, his spike DDT that he did to Andrew. But ultimately, Eddie Edwards got the win, and your new X Division champion, Eddie Edwards. But at least I got this one right, though. In my prediction video, I did say that Trevor Lee ain't retaining, so he didn't, but Eddie Edwards got the win. I think that was pretty obvious that he would get the win this time, knowing he got cheated away 2 freaking times on the house show. So we'll have to see how Eddie does with him being X Division champion. I think it's a great move. I think he's gonna do really great. I mean, this guy is an excellent wrestler as a single wrestler, although I like Davey Richard a lot more than I do Eddie though. But we'll see what will happen. Then we have match number 2, tag team match. A match that not too many people are very fond of. Although there are some that do, because Grado does have his fans though. But Tribunal against Grado and Mahabali Shira. Oh, this match was so fucking average. Like, there isn't much to say about this match. It was really an average match. It wasn't bad. It was just average. It's not really a match that would make you go, "Whoa, that was fucking awesome and cool and shit." But I did like Shira, his body slam and the springboard that he did. That is the first time he did it, so I thought that was amazing that he did something new. Um, but Tribunal did their finish and got the win. So, and this was also my first time seeing Tribunal wrestle. I have been told that they come from NXT, and I don't know on which indie show, indie promotion they have been, because I never came across them on none of the indie shows that I watch. That is, never came across them, so I don't know on which indie show they come from, and then went to NXT. So I really don't know these guys, but I'm guessing I'm gonna have to see a lot more for them to convince me that they are good, because tonight was definitely not that night. So I thought it was really average, really average, a really average match. But we'll have to see how this whole thing plays out. After that, we get a knockout match. This one was a really big fucking surprise. Gil Kim versus Sienna versus Jade. It ended up being a triple threat match, because we all know the bullshitty excuse with Maria. We all saw that fucking one coming, didn't we? Bitch can't wrestle for shit. But anyways, I like Jade, her moonsault onto Sienna. I like Sienna, her Samoan drop to both women. I like Jade, her springboard DDT. I like Gail Kim, her top rope Hurricane Rana. She did it really nice. I like Jade, her Hurricane Rana from the top on the turnbuckle. She from the turnbuckle and jumped and did the Hurricane Rana. I thought that was really nice as well. This match was even better than the fucking match that Grado and Shira had against the Tribunal. That's how fucking average that match was. That even the women had a better showing than these guys. Like, holy shit. But ultimately Sienna was the winner in this match due to Marty Bell interfering and hitting Jade with some sort of a steel stick. You see that on security. The security guys, you normally have that type of stuff, and the policeman. It's like a really steel thing they hit the criminals with, or whatever you call it. But she hit Jade with something, and that gave Sienna the advantage and got the 3 count. So Sienna is her new tag on a knockouts champion. Am I upset? Because in my prediction video I did say that if there was gonna be an interference, that it would piss me off, because I personally think that there shouldn't be any interference on a pay-per-view. I think every match should be a clean match, so am I upset? Not really, because the interference wasn't done by Maria Canales, so that's why I'm not really all too upset, because we haven't seen Marty Bell in such a long time. So I was kind of glad she made an appearance, so that we know she's still in the company or whatever. So, but it was a good match. It was a really good match, definitely better than the Tribunal match and Grado and Shira. So good match, good showing. I'm guessing we're gonna have a rematch between Sienna and Jade. And speaking of Gail Kim, I don't think we will see Gail Kim for quite some time with the Knockouts title. She really had her time. I don't think they definitely shouldn't put it on Gail Kim for a really long time. So yeah, she has held it a couple of times. She just needs to pass the torch, if you ask me. And if she's ever going to pass the torch when she gets to leave, when she one day leaves, then the best person to pass the torch to would be Jade, okay, another Asian. So, and I kind of noticed why Gail Kim Jade and Sienna haven't been at their A game, and that is because of the six-sided ring. Because I'm gonna tell you this right now. This is the first time these women wrestle in a six-sided ring, and believe it or not, it is a big difference between the squared one and the six-sided one. Okay, it's really difficult to wrestle, especially when it's your first time and all of that. So you're gonna have to get used to it. So I'm guessing Jade isn't really all that used to it, and especially when you need to do moves from the top ropes, which makes it a lot difficult to execute, because with the square one that's like easy because the ropes are like really close, so you have a better balance and all of that. When well, with the six-sided on a ring you really don't, so it's really limits these wrestlers to do this shit. After that we have a match between James Storm and Braxton Sutter. So that was a special. So that was added onto the pay-per-view. One that we didn't knew was coming, but it was good. This match was solid. It was a solid match though. I like James Storm, his hip toss, his neck breaker, and his back breaker that he did onto Sutter. I like the one move that Sutter did, where he held his neck and his leg that he like spun around. I thought that was really nice. And I like the crossbody from the turnbuckle that Sutter did to James Storm. I like James Storm, his long blower, and then he delivered the last call to the last storm to Braxton Sutter and got the 3 count. So it was a solid match, and I like this the little celebration James Storm had with Sutter. I thought that was really cool and really respectful. It really put a smile on my face. You know, what a welcome for Braxton. You know, so I thought that was really great. Good thing, good stuff by James Storm. You know. So after that we get a King of the Mountain match, Bram versus Eli Drake, who became many of us favorites. If you don't like Eli Drake, then yeah, I don't know, you probably been watching a different show or haven't been paying attention, because Eli Drake is fucking good, especially when he cuts his promo. Okay, I like Eli Drake, his backdrop to Bram onto the concrete. I liked his neck breaker I like the neck breaker he did to Bram. I like Bram, his power bomb to Eli. I like Eli, his counter at the end, and then got the 3 count. So Eli Drake got the win. Will we get another rematch between the two? As much as I want to say, I hope not. But I just can't. I see it happening. I see it happen, honestly. This feud is definitely not over between the two. So, knowing it actually just started, because the build-up hasn't really been all that. You know, it actually started really late. So I'm guessing we're still gonna see a feud between the two, but who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But not a solid match. Like I said, people, I'm only gonna call the moves that I like. I'm not gonna call everything or whatever, or else it's gonna take way too long, and I'm already tired. So I'm trying to keep it as short as possible, or as quick as I can. Then we go to match number 6, EC3, the John Cena of TNA, and only a few people will know why I call him that. Against Mike Bennett. Watered down version of Mike Bennett, that is, because in ROH he is the fucking man. That's how good he is. If someone tells me EC3 is better than Mike Bennett, he needs to shoot himself, or just go watch Ring of Honor, because Mike Bennett is the fucking man in Ring of Honor. That's how good he is. He's completely watered down in TNA, okay? So, but anyways, I like Mike Bennett, his DDT from the guardrail. I like his neck breaker. I like the neck breaker he did later in the match. I like EC3, his set out powerbomb. That was really fucking nice. I like Mike Bennett, his spine buster, and the cutter he did. He did 2 cutters, by the way. He did another one when EC3 was jumping from the turnbuckle, so it was kind of like the out of nowhere type of cutter, you know. Normally when you would have the RKO, but this one was like a cutter. Actually it's the same, because the RKO actually is a cutter, you know. He just labeled it by his own name. But yeah, so that's pretty much what Mike Bennett did, but it was done really nice. I like the 3 amigos that EC3 did. The 3 amigos, the 3 suplexes. EC3 then did the TK3 and then immediately transitioned into doing the 1% and got the 3 count. Like I said he would, because in my prediction video I did say that EC3 will probably be the one that gets the win, and he got it. I think it was pretty obvious that he would. And then we go to match number 7, a match that I think we all can agree on that definitely stole the fucking show, and I'm talking about Broken Matt Hardy, Mr. Gothic Matt Hardy versus Jeff Hardy, the charismatic Enigma. I like how Matt Hardy came out with like a symphonic kind of tune, you know, Beethoven type of music there. I thought that was really cool. That was really gothic, and if you don't know by now, I'm all about the gothic shit, you know what I mean? But Matt Hardy is like gothic. But anyways, I like Jeff Hardy, his spear at the beginning, that was like really out of nowhere one. He did really, I liked it. I like the spear and the suplex he did later on. I like the slingshot Jeff did onto Matt through the table. I like Jeff, his splash onto Matt that was lying. I'm sorry. There was an extended ladder, like a really long ladder that was extended, that you could like extend, you know, the one the fire people use, the firefighters use. So he kind of like put that across the ring from one rope to another, and then placed Matt Hardy onto it and did a splash onto Matt Hardy through the ladder. I thought he was gonna do a swanton, but would have been really nice if he did that, but he did just a splash, you know. So that was really cool. I like Matt Hardy, his side effect onto the apron. That must have really fucking hurt. I like the power bomb that Matt did onto the keyboard, because Matt Hardy like pulled out a keyboard from under the ring and placed it on the apron and the other side onto the guardrail, and he like power bombed his fucking head through that keyboard. It didn't get all of the keyboard, though. It kind of like shifted, you could say, because he didn't really go right onto the keyboard, but he went right through it. It did enough damage because he landed really hard on the fucking ground. That must have hurt really bad. I want to know how many fucking painkillers these guys take, man, especially Jeff Hardy, because I know that dude takes some really painkillers. I know he does. I like Jeff Hardy, his twist of fate and swanton, and then he did a swanton right after that. And then he did another twist of fate, but only this time through the table, because Matt Hardy had set up 2 tables. So he did a twist of fate to Matt Hardy through one of the tables. And then he did another swanton, but this time also through one of the tables, and which gave Jeff Hardy the 3 count and won. In my prediction video I said that Matt Hardy was going to get the win, but obviously I have been wrong. Is this feud over? I kind of hope it is, though, honestly, because I'm not complaining. This broken Matt Hardy thing, this Brother Nero thing was fucking hilarious. It was all comedy to me. A lot of people complained, a lot of people hated it and all of that shit, but I was fine with it. I liked it. It's something different, it's something new, and you gotta fucking take it, you know. But I really do want this feud to be over with, though. I don't see Matt Hardy going back to his normal self at this time. I think he's still going to keep this character. I'm more willing for Jeff Hardy. You know what might happen too, though? This is how I would wrote it, though. Would write this story. I would let Matt Hardy become a Willow as well. So those two could, like, you know, come out as both in the Willow costumes. That would be nice though. I might be way over my head here, but that would be really cool. It wouldn't make sense right away, but if Matt Hardy were to like join Jeff Hardy into the whole Willow thing, I think that would be really nice. But yeah, but it wouldn't really make sense story wise or whatever. I don't know. Just an idea. But Jeff Hardy got the win. This match definitely stole the whole fucking show. This match was the best match on the fucking card by far. You know, of course it was. I mean, this is Full Metal Mayhem, and you have Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy. It's their fucking thing, so of course, the match delivered. So after that, we get the tag team match for the tag team titles: Decay against the Bromans. Alright, you know the deal. I'm only gonna call the moves that I like. I like Jesse Carter, his drop kick and the Hurricane Rana he did. He like, you know, the standing one, and then you gotta have strength to do that though, because if you don't have strong legs, you won't make the jump into doing it, you know. Let me show you. This is so fucking ridiculous. Like, let's say he's here on the turnbuckle and you have to like jump and do it, and Jesse Carter did it like I think 2 times now in the match. Jesse Carter has really improved. I've said it a couple of times, and he has the best drop kick in TNA right now. I like Robbie E, his jump from the turnbuckle onto the guys that he did a splash out of the ring to the guys, to Steve and Abyss. I liked when Jesse Carter threw Rosemary. He picked Rosemary up and threw her onto Abyss and Steve. I really like that as well. And Abyss and the Shota, yeah, okay. Yeah, I really fucked these notes up, I'm sorry. But later after that, Abyss got the upper hand, delivered the black hole slam to Jesse Carter, and then power bombed Crazy Steve onto Jesse Carter and got the 3 count. During the match, you had something happening as well, because Abyss missed into the ref's face. You had Raquel and Rosemary that had a little interaction, because like I said, I think I said this before, like I would really want Rosemary and Raquel have an interaction in the match. It did happen, but will these two have a legit feud or something like that, you know, because Rosemary has only wrestled like 1 time, you could say, when she wrestled Gail Kim, I think. So it would be nice to finally have Rosemary start wrestling, you know what I mean? And knowing that Raquel is an amateur, she's busy training right now, I think Rosemary would be a good opponent for her to kind of practice on, but this time for real, you know, again, in front of people. So I'm really looking forward to that. I really hope that will happen. I really hope they will feud. So we'll have to see, man. And then we go to the main event. This was a 20-minute fucking match, which was a really good match. Okay, it was a really good match. I can tell you that right now. So I like I like the Claymore that Drew did right from the start. He fucking Claymored his fucking face, like holy shit. But then Lashley hit the spear a little later in the match, speared him as fuck, and then did an overhead belly to belly suplex to him, and then a spine buster, and then the late vertical suplex. Later on in the match, Drew delivered another claymore to Lashley. Lashley did another spear to Drew. Drew did a Celtic cross, did the Celtic cross to Lashley on the steel steps. Then Drew did another claymore, lots of claymores. But then Drew's kind of set up. Yes, Drew set up a table and then ran into the ring and wanted to do like a dive. You know, he wanted to dive onto Lashley through the table, but of course Lashley moved, and he literally crashed and burned. So when Drew later stood up, he had like blood on his front head. And then he took it and down into the ring. But then Drew managed to get out of the submission, out of the armbar that Lashley had him in, and delivered a tombstone to Lashley. But ultimately Lashley got the win via submission. So I honestly don't know why they put the strap on Lashley again. Because here's the thing. If you're gonna like put it on Lashley again, knowing he won it a couple of times and knowing that Drew is the new guy and only held it like what, 1 time, 2 time, I don't know. This only gives TNA that same old shit notion. And I'm pretty sure they're going to have another rematch, which is the same old shit. And that is why I didn't want Lashley to win this match, because you're definitely going to get another rematch between the two, and so which means you're going to see the same thing again, the same type of wrestling or whatever, same old shit. I'm not really complaining though. This was a good match, okay? It's a 20-minute match. Some of the matches were given enough time for these wrestlers to do their thing. Ultimately, my overall rating for this show is an 8 out of 10. Was it better than last year's show? No. I still thought that last year's show was better than this one. However, this one did have a way bigger card than last year's show though, so yeah, that's about it. 8 out of 10. It was a fucking good show. This show delivered though. It really delivered. So for the people who didn't watch it, the naysayers, the haters, too bad for y'all, you know. But that's about it. I'm so tired. You guys have no fucking idea. Hit the like button if you like my review. Subscribe if you feel like it. That way you will know if I uploaded more video. That way you can see more of my stuff. I would really appreciate it if you did. Share if you feel like it, if you want to. Yeah, and see you guys next time. I forgot, I was gonna say something. I forgot what I was gonna say though. I was gonna say something. I completely lost it. Yeah, anyways. See you guys next time, and thank you for watching if you have watched this video all the way to the end. Next time. See you Wednesday for the TNA review. That's tomorrow, which is live again, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you could tell I'm sleepy, so I'm starting to say shit. See you next week.